Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is an 8-man elimination tag match!
You know, it was going so well. I was in such a good mood, and now these idiots are coming out here.
These guys are the kind of guys that brighten up a room when they leave it. Prospect, a trilogy of terror. And is that bumbling manager with him as well, Mr. Kennedy?
He'll be lingering around somewhere like a bad smell. James R. Kennedy, the architect of this trio of trouble.
Introducing first, making their way to the ring, they are the team of Drake, Alex Gracie, and Lucas Archer. Together, they are Prospect!
My Aunt Lola had couch covers just like those two ring jackets.
I'm not sure they're intended to be worn by men, are they?
I don't think they're intended to be worn by humans.
Now this is an interesting situation because Primate was rescued by Prospect and Kennedy on Loaded recently. And I think it seems like Kennedy is trying to recruit this animalistic competitor to his stable.
Well, I guarantee I'd want this guy on my side instead of against me. Primate is just that. He's primeval. He's a savage. He's a beast.
And it's very interesting that it's Kennedy who is standing shoulder to shoulder with Primate as he walks to the ring. A statement from Kennedy that Primate is now with him.
But where his priorities lay.
Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by James R. Kennedy. From parts unknown, ladies and gentlemen, this is Primate!
Dave, I've said it a million times, I don't want to hang out with anybody you got to lead around by a leash on his neck.
I don't know what Kennedy has done, how he's managed to brainwash Primate.
I don't think that would take much soap.
I guess you're right, yeah. When you put it that way, maybe it didn't take so long, but Primate somehow is being at least...
I think you could brainwash him with an eyedropper.
Their opponents!
He's somehow being at least partially controlled by Kennedy. It's a very unique situation, a unique dynamic between those guys. But anyway, here come their opponents.
Talk about a dysfunctional combination we're about to see on the other side of the ring.
He is the protege of Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, the first of four to compete against Prospect and Primate tonight at True Legacy.
Making his way to the ring, representing Suzuki Gun, ladies and gentlemen, this is El Desperado!
I have a feeling he's a desperate man.
He might be when he sees at least one of his teammates here, Prince Amin. Prince Amin is right up there with Prospect in the idiot stakes. He's just such an arrogant, complacent, entitled man, and this situation he has with Gabriel Kidd is beyond farcical.
We'll get the introduction. This team not anxious to get in the ring with 4 men, 5 men if you count Kennedy. I got 4.5 men. They're going to stay on the stage.
I think you're being generous to Kennedy calling him half a man.
And introducing his tag team partners, they are the team of Prince Amin and his servant, Gabriel Kidd.
We're a little distracted here because...
Yeah, well, Primate is a little too close to us for my comfort level. And here comes the big man.
Well, this is why...
member of the team.
Yeah, this is why Kennedy has led Primate out of the ring, because Primate and Rampage had a pull-apart brawl on Loaded.
Introducing this action partner, Rampage!
Rampage.
Wait a minute, we've got action already and Rampage is living up to his name. Rampage, physically and mentally so tough and destructive. He's cleaning some house.
Yeah, immediately almost taking Drake's head off his shoulders. But Rampage, you know who he really wants, Jim? He really wants Primate.
And Kennedy trying to do everything he can. He's going to choke his own man half to death to keep him from getting in the ring. And of course, Prince Amin taking credit for everything. And there's a big boot from, wait a minute, his own partner.
Well, Rampage, I don't think wants any part of a team with Prince Amin.
Well, Rampage is... Wait a minute, there's an elimination real quick. Prince Amin, thanks for
Ladies and
coming.
gentlemen, Prince Amin has been eliminated.
And you've got to know, when Prince Amin finally regains some consciousness here, oh God, he's going to be extremely annoyed that he didn't last as long as his manservant Gabriel Kidd.
Well, Gabriel Kidd, of course, he's got a bright future if he was ever to be able to throw off the yoke of servitude that he is wearing around his neck from Prince Amin, as because of that match loss, he has to serve Amin. But Rampage didn't like Amin's looks, and he got rid of him quick, even though it meant that now their team is down 4-3.
Yeah, an immediate disadvantage for Gabriel Kidd's team, and you see he's showing some of that potential here against Gracie. As Kidd goes to the ropes, Gracie goes for a leapfrog, but Kidd catching him on his shoulders.
There's a blind tag. Gabriel Kidd didn't see it, doesn't know he hasn't got the legal man anymore.
Lucas Archer in for Prospect, and Primate still stalking far too close for my liking.
Kennedy not allowing Primate into the ring as Kidd now shoulders his man. Is Gracie a member of the famous Gracie family, by the way?
I wouldn't give him that much credit.
Is he Hoyce's illegitimate nephew? Or?
Well, if he was, I'm sure Hoyce would disown him, because this guy is just beyond ridiculous, as are all of Prospect.
Well, Lucas Archer, I believe, in there now. And boy, El Desperado takes a reluctant tag. These guys cannot get along.
Well,
the entire team is dysfunctional.
Yeah, we saw on Loaded that El Desperado, not exactly a team player, he was in tag team action with El Ligero and let the Mexican sensation take most of the abuse in the match while he stayed outside taunting our fans.
Well, the folks in the Silver Blades Arena, confused as we are, you can't tell the players without a scorecard. Partners mad at each other. Primate has not joined this contest yet as a result of being held back by James R. Kennedy. Prince Amin had a cup of coffee and departed, eliminated. When you're pinned, you're out. If you submit, you're out. The last man remaining, or the last team with members remaining, is the winners of the contest.
The Primate is trying to get to Rampage. Kennedy struggling to keep him under control as Drake grabs the leg of Kidd, and Kidd takes out Drake. Archer is waiting for Kidd though. Kidd needs to be careful. And, a shot into the midsection from the shoulder of Kidd, who will come in. Sunset flip by Kidd. He's got the shoulders down by Archer, and just a 2 count. Archer stays in it as Gabriel Kidd and his team try and even the score. Currently still down 4-3.
O'Connor roll up. Oh wow! Kidd just got blistered from outside the ring by Gracie. It's it.
Oh, he had the trunks.
He had the tights. He pulled him all the way up in the crack of his keister.
So now it's 2-on-4 because both Prince Amin and his manservant Gabriel Kidd are out of here. So Rampage and El Desperado are going to have to go this with double the amount of opponents.
Drake behind Desperado while Desperado's arguing with Rampage.
El Desperado still relatively new to the grapple game himself. He's going to have plenty to learn. That's why he's under the wing, so to speak, of Minoru Suzuki. And much like several people who are in this ring at the moment, Desperado needs to cut out some of this obnoxiousness from his game.
Desperado off balance. Drake pulls him into a split. That'll change your attitude.
Drake with a kick to the top of the skull of El Desperado. Gracie finding that hilarious, like a pack of laughing hyenas.
Drake comes up. Wait a minute. Desperado playing possum. Crotched him, rolled him, kick to the gut.
El Desperado trying to talk to Drake as he's beating him up, but he took too long.
I think, no, he didn't catch him with that, but he didn't catch him with that. El Desperado ducked it. That's why he was able to kick out without even a 1 count being scored.
There's an enziguri.
He caught him with that one.
He may have cold cocked him. I think he may be completely out now, Desperado, but he got out at 2.
Desperado able to avoid that first kick, but couldn't duck the second one, and that boot slammed him right in the side of the head. Primate now down here drooling over females in the front row.
It's the cover attempt by El Desperado. He's going to go for another pin attempt. Those quick fire attempts to eliminate Drake from the match, but unsuccessful so far is this young Japanese wrestler.
The fans wanting Rampage in, but first German, Bridge.
He's got it. Oh, did he? No. Referee Craig Anderson saying that was just 2.5. Primate is still pacing up and down here, controlled by James R. Kennedy, and he is getting increasingly frustrated at his inability to get his hands on Rampage.
I don't like it when a guy like that's frustrated 8 feet from me. Wait a minute. Oh, Drake almost went into the referee. And a low blow. A low blow by Desperado. The referee didn't see it. He was covering up.
He's got him caught up. Caught up.
Come on.
And Drake eliminated to make it 3-on-2.
We're wasting no time. Into the next fall.
Both Gracie and Archer in there. Strength in numbers for Prospect. They'll go for the double team, and they plant Desperado on his face. Gracie hooks the leg, and El Desperado's out of here as well, which means
wait a minute.
It's Rampage against 3 different men.
Yeah, I'm doing this math, and it doesn't look good. Archer and Gracie in the ring. Rampage, turn around, boys. There's something you need to know.
Double clothesline by Rampage. And Rampage is absolutely flying, just taking apart Gracie and Archer. Archer sent like a piece of garbage to the outside, and Gracie trying to unload on Rampage, but I'm not sure that's going to work, Alex. And
wait!
Yeah.
Bam! Rock bottom!
That will do it, surely. Yes, it does. Gracie eliminated. Oh, Archer came flying off the top, but he got caught.
Good Lord! And a rock bottom.
And Archer is out as well.
Archer put out like the cat. Look what we have here. And now look at Kennedy. Kennedy just took the leash off of Primate. Kennedy has released the beast.
And here comes Primate. Primate and Rampage. Primate and Rampage. Just unloading on each other.
This was Kennedy's plan. This was exactly what Kennedy wanted to see. Was Primate and Rampage, the 2 big men, toe-to-toe, fist and fire.
He has pent up the rage of this animal Primate, and hoping that Primate is now going to channel that into taking apart Rampage, but that may be easier said than done.
Well, both men were staggered, and now both men staggered again. 2 of the most powerful men in what culture? Pro wrestling. Just like 2 bulls, they're butting each other. 2 rams, they won't go down.
And they have been waiting for days for another opportunity to get in there with each other. Rampage with the Samoan drop.
And Primate right back up.
Primate throwing Rampage over his head, but both of these guys keep coming back for more. There's a big boot from Rampage, and both of these 2 monsters are now down.
Well, it looked like a game of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, if anybody's old enough to remember that, but Rampage with that boot has stunned Primate, but in turn, Rampage suffering the effects as the referee tolls the count.
We're up to 4. Rampage was put in here with a team that wasn't exactly the most accomplished. No disrespect to Prince Amin and Gabriel Kidd, but their win-loss record here.
They weren't strong enough to pull a greasy string out of a cat's ass. Go ahead and say it.
I'm not sure that's a phrase I've heard before, Jim, but my understanding is that Rampage wasn't happy when General Manager Adam Pacitti put him in that team, but he'll certainly be happy that he's now had an opportunity to get his hands on Primate once again.
Well, Pacitti has been stacking the deck against Rampage to favor Big Damo. That soap opera with Pacitti involved. Wait a minute. Powerbomb with emphasis.
Yeah, that powerbomb by Rampage is how he's put away so many men, but I think it was the momentum of Primate that took him out of the ring.
Well, it was Primate. He's not just a pretty face. He may not be very smart, but he was smart enough to roll out on the floor where he can't be defeated until he gets his bearings. Rampage going after him now. Wait a minute, what's Kennedy doing? Oh, Kennedy! Kennedy's got his foot. Kennedy's got Rampage's foot.
Well, that may end up being one of the bigger mistakes of James R. Kennedy's life.
Oh, the spear! The spear! Rampage was distracted. The Primate has a rear naked choke. My God, this could be over with.
Well, Rampage is fading. Rampage is fading. He's gone. He's gone. Rampage is out. Primate has choked out Rampage off the distraction from Kennedy.
The team of Drake, Lucas Archer, Alex Gracie, and Primate.
He won't let it go. He won't let go of the rear naked choke. The oxygen cut off to the brain of Rampage. He could have suffered serious injury there. Look at the face of Primate. Look at those eyes. And James R. Kennedy, the puppet master, pulling the strings. That's a sickening individual. It was 5 against 4. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, they're out here in front of us again. And
yeah, wrap that guy back up. Looks like some kind of S&M club in Soho.
James R. Kennedy had a smirk, like a Cheshire Cat's grin on his face as he saw Primate put away Rampage, because Kennedy knows in recruiting Primate to his squadron, if you like, Kennedy may have struck gold.
And meanwhile, Adam Pacini's plan worked to perfection. He wants Rampage to be disabled, to be at a disadvantage, because it favors Big Damo. And that continuing saga of personalities and Pacini playing one man against another, the general manager. It's an incredible intrigue and saga that's been going on in WCPW.
I don't buy it, Jim. I don't buy this conspiracy theory that a lot of our fans seem to have.
A lot of people saying it.
Well, Pacini, according to that theory, has taken out Rampage so that he doesn't mix it up with Damo, and Damo can focus on taking out Kirby. But Rampage, meanwhile, is chasing Primate to the back.
Tonight, Joe Hendry finally gets what he wanted. Joe Hendry finally gets what he's been craving, what he's been striving for, and that's a shot at the What Culture Championship. But maybe more importantly, Joe Hendry gets a shot at Joseph Connors. Now, Joe, you talk about betrayal. You say I stabbed you in the back, when in regards to our friendship, in regards to our tag team partnership. And you know what, Joe? You're absolutely right. And you know, more importantly, when I did stab you in the back, I enjoyed it. Because, Joe, I'm going to let you into a little secret. I hate you. I hate what you stand for. I hate who you are. I hate everything about you. You're a wannabe. You're a wannabe celebrity. And tonight, at True Legacy, I get to end you. And I'm going to enjoy it. Be afraid.